Hello students, I hope you all are doing well in this COVID-19 pandemic. So as per the government guidelines, no one should come out from their home other than any essential work. And as you are promoted to the next class, we have to start the study related to that. So by thinking of this from today onwards, I will teach you by my video lectures. So today we will look the overview of the subject called as a microprocessor and peripherals, and today we will discuss about the teaching scheme, examinations, course objectives and outcomes, and introduction to the different modules. So without wasting any further time, let's jump to the syllabus of subject called as a microprocessor and peripherals as per the Mumbai University guidelines. So this is the teaching scheme of your subject called as a microprocessor and peripherals, where you have total 4 hours of theory lecture per week, and the credit assigned is a total 4 credits. And there will be two internal unit tests, that is a unit test 1 and unit test 2. Each of them are 20 marks, and at the term end you will get the average of 20 marks from the unit test 1 and unit test 2. At the end semester examination you have 80 marks of theory paper, so like that you have a total of 100 marks. Now let's check out now the course objective. What is a course objective? So the course objective is that to understand the basic concept of microcomputer system, to understand the background knowledge of your 8086 microprocessor and crow processor related to the 8086, that is called a 8087. And another objective is to understand and able to write the assembly language program for a microprocessor, to understand the different peripheral devices and the interfacing with the 8086. So what is the design of that, how to connect these external devices or external peripheral devices with the 8086. So these are the course objectives. Now we will jump on to the modules. That is, there are 6 modules. In the module number 1, there will be the introduction to the microcomputer system. That is a block diagram of microprocessor based system. What are how these block diagrams, and how to study what are the different data buses, what is a assembly language, why how it is better, or that comparison with the higher level language, what are the assemblers and compilers, and their comparisons, that we will study in the chapter number 1. Now we will jump to the module number 2. In that module number 2 you have to study the detailed architecture of 8086, what is the organization and the pin configuration of 8086. As there is a two modes of microprocessor 8086, that is a minimum mode and maximum mode of 8086, and we have to study the read and write cycle for both the modes, as a read and write cycle of minimum modes and read and write cycle of the maximum modes. Now we'll jump to the chapter module number 3. In the module number 3 you have an instruction set and programming. What are the different addressing modes, how to encoding formats and instruction set, what are the different assembler directives, and how to write the assembly language program related to the arithmetic, logical, delay, string manipulation, stack and subroutines, input output, timers and counters. And another one part is that elementary DOS programming, that we have to study only the introduction to the INT 21H services. Okay, now there is a module number 4, that is a peripheral devices. Means what are the different peripheral devices that we are connecting to our 8086 microcontroller. So for that, we first of all we have to study the interrupt structure, because whenever the another device, whenever you are connecting peripheral device to the your microprocessor, you must have to study the interrupt structure, how that device will interrupt your microprocessor and it will work according to that. Then we have to study the peripheral interface of 8255, when we have to study the 8254, then we have to say 8259A, 8257, interfacing of all these devices interfacing with the 8086. Then we have module number 5, that is ADC and DAC. this, that is analog to digital converter and digital to analog converter interfacing with the 8086 and its application. So that ADC 0809, DAC 0808, and they're interfacing with 8086, and we have to study the acquisition system also. Then another core processor, how they are interfacing with the 8086, that we have to study in the module number 6. That is a 8087 microprocessor. What are the data types and interfacing, how they interface with the 8086. Then there will be a memory interfacing of 8086 microprocessor. So these are the 6 modules that we will study, and next there will be the textbooks. Already I have prepared some notes, so that notes I will provide you within the time period. And then there is some internal assessment and the end semester examination. So there will be the 2 class tests, each of your 20 marks. In that first class test there will be the 40% of syllabus, and in the second class test there will be the another 40% of syllabus. And at the final internal assessment there will be the average of both the unit test marks. So there will be the total of 20 marks. In the end semester examination there will be the 6 questions. As I told you before, the end semester examination is of 80 marks. So in that 80 marks paper you have 6 questions, each of them are carrying 20 marks. Out of that 6 questions you have to solve any 4 questions. But there is also some restrictions, that question number 1 is compulsory and it is based on your entire syllabus. So the remaining question number 2 to 6 you have to solve 3 questions from that. Total fully 3 questions from that. Okay, so this is the main, or you can say the overview of your syllabus. Now we will check the overview. We have already checked the overview, so from next time onwards we will start our syllabus in that. So during that time, up to that time, stay safe, stay home. Thank you so much.